Okay, take two. I'm going to put this on a separate video about food delivery gig work. One of the apps, I'm going to name it, and it's Uber Eats, and that I've been using. And what just happened today alone, today is July 10th, 2024. I have written them, a text, texted them about this just a few minutes ago because the Uber Eats support staff, because of it's strange. And I had forgotten about the first two earlier today that were emails sent to me. And it's kind of weird. Okay, pardon me, but we've had months of pollen problems here in Texas. I'm in Murphy right now, Murphy, Texas. And it just constantly hitting me. I'm not alone. Adam has heard about it. Anyway, to get to this. Earlier today, or was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. Days are blurring together, I'm telling you. That I received these emails that said that Uber Eats was doing background checks on me. Not just one either. And I'm like, why the crap are they doing that? So I'm curious, are they doing that to you too, wherever you are? Doesn't have to be Texas. Are they suddenly running background checks on you again? And I did worry, what if it's a scam? What if it's trying to get me to push this on this or that? So then I do that, and then they could have that. And these things make you kind of, not saying Uber Eats does, but these kinds of things can make you a bit paranoid. I am a victim of identity theft. So I don't trust things. I don't put my personal information on online. I know a lot of people, they just go and they just do, and they just put their social security and all that good stuff. I don't do that. Unless it is secured, and it has to be. I have to know that. I have to hear that it is encrypted or whatever they call it now. I've been through. I had my first computer in 1982, and I've heard so many different terms for basically the same thing across all those years, so decades. So anyway, whatever they're calling it these days. But look how busy it's got. It's 6:35. You wouldn't know it wasn't busy like this. Usually there's nobody going down these right here. Nobody. Every once in a while I see, look how busy. Unbelievable. This is a strip. I'm right in front of Lowe's. It's a strip, kind of a strip mall, kind of. They could definitely have a lot more places for people to shop. I used to think this was it. But anyway, to get to this, they sent me 2 emails stating this, that they were doing a background check and to click on something to go to a portal. I don't like using portals. I will not use portals. If I can do it the old-fashioned way, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. And I tell them, do not send me anything on your portal. I'm a victim of identity theft. That sucks. Big time. Because that person can have more credit in your name, more credit in their name on your information, and you can't cancel it. I went through that many years ago. Oh, it was bad. Anyway, seemed like nobody around now, then all of a sudden, there they are. Traffic lights. Probably. Anyway, I'm constantly distracted by all this stuff. There's always something going on here. Anywhere. So that was that. 2 of those. Was it yesterday or today? I need to check that. And then I'm sitting here and I'm trying to get some offers. Today it's 6:37. Oh, I already said the time, but I'm trying to do some work, and what happens? All of a sudden, I get these offers, and they're good ones. These are good ones, like $2 per mile. Okay, they're good ones. And poof, they're gone. They're gone. I zoom in to see where it is. Like one of them was, it's a little bit of a distance from here, but it was good. And it's a place I'm not too fond of going to because I know how the roads, all of a sudden, poof, they change. They go from really nice ones to scary ones. And I just didn't know that one. And poof, it was gone. I have been doing this a year, since July of last year. And I know they don't go that fast. And it's happened before, but originally when it would happen, it was once I took the offer. And it was on 2 apps. Once I took the offer, they would disappear. Call the services, and they would say, this is take 2, so if I'm repeating myself, but they would say that that I was canceling them once I got them. No, I wasn't. And I told them, and they got kind of a little bit freaked out about it each time. Yeah, well, I think it's the fleet people. I think it's bots. I've read something about bots. One of them, a different one recently. Anyway, different than those 2. And then I got 2 right back to back, boom, boom, like that. And they were both good. The other one was the same kind of thing. It just wasn't going to. It was somewhere around here. And before I could do it, boom, it was gone. I'm like, what the crap? I'm not using that one again. Uber Eats until I find out. So I sent them text, and it said that they'll get back to me within 6 to 12 hours. Okay, because it's text. Okay, woman, what are you doing? Ooh, scary. I guess she's just smoking a cigarette, but okay. Anyway, yeah, you got to be cognizant of what's going on around you. This is the way I was raised, and this is the way I would teach. I taught at college and universities. Social behavioral scientist. Yeah. Don't just sit there and not be aware of what's going on around you. And I didn't do that one time, and somebody walked right up to my window. We was walking past where there was a sidewalk on the other side. Anyway. So, I mean, have you had this happen? First I had it when I would take the offer. After that, it started happening before I took the offer, but it would add to a cancellation on my part. It would just poof, gone. Called them, and they said the same thing. No, you're canceling them. I said, no, I'm not. I've started texting any of them now when something's going on, so I can screenshot it and have proof. Not like I really want to do this anymore. I really don't. I have plans on 2 different gig work kind of things that don't involve food delivery. Both of them really would be using my education. I knew I could do these other things, but I'm not 100% sure I could be productive enough because of the original reason I'm doing these gig works is for health insurance. My health is what's causing me not to be able to do it enough. And in order to get the health insurance affordable, I have to prove I live in Texas. Can I end it there? But I live in Texas, and it's not going to make much sense, but it doesn't make much sense, I should say. Not to me. Yeah. In my little old genius IQ, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm an independent, and it just does not make sense. Why are you going to send a 61-year-old woman out there to work for health insurance when the reason she's needing the health insurance is what's going to keep her from working? Seriously. I know I know they're not looking at mine personally. It just is what it is. Situations like mine do come up. So, it's not about the money. I wanted to pay for it with my own money. Apparently, can't. Unless I want to deal with the brokers. Oh my goodness. I tried that. 20 calls a day from different people. And they're kind of scuzzy. The ones I got. Yeah. And the one that I found through one of them, they suggested scuzzy. No, thank you. Some people don't know what scuzzy would mean. So now I don't know what I'm going to do. I have 2 other apps that I could use, and there's another one that sent me email asking me if I had applied. I know that this is a lot of people. It's not like they're thinking about you, or thinking about me personally, but they're in desperate need of people to deliver through theirs. Why are they in desperate need when there's probably because they're not going to pay enough. My guess is. I've been on the waiting list for a year, but it was more than that. There's more than that makes me think, yeah, Trust me, there's more than that. And I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't need another trouble. Yeah, because I have a feeling that one you're not going to know ahead of time of what area to be delivering. I would be delivering in. It's just a mystery until I'm on my way there. And I don't know. But this kind of stuff, it actually is harming me. I'm worried that it's harming me physically because my hip will hurt sometimes when I stand up, and my back and hip, and one side of my leg will catch my right side every once in a while. And I think that's because of getting in and out of the SUV so much, and just catches and hurts. I think that's what people call, what is it that they call it? I always thought it was a joke. Oh, what is the term? I just mentioned it a while ago. What I have in my mind is when I was telling Adam about, and he just cracked up laughing on the name of it. But anyway, I don't remember the name. I'm not going to even try to. I'm so disgusted with some of these, to tell you the truth. Some of the things just, it's not right. Not the way they do that. And then now to have this, I guess I'm going to stop using that one because I don't like that somebody could actually, it's a bot. And bots can, what do they do? Adam he's a electrical engineer / computer scientist. And there's some more detail to all that, but I'm not going to give it. But he always tells me, well, yeah, that can happen. And he tells me what it can do. And that's his thing, He's way up there. He's older than I. Way on up in his field. Yeah. Okay, but my thought would be, one of mine, I give alternatives, by the way. Sometimes I'll say one thing and the next time I'll say a different thing, but, it's good to have different thoughts. And, give yourself, well, it could be this or it could be that. But this one I'm thinking, or another time I'm thinking about it, is that, don't they have to, a bot would have to, like, I accept an order or it sends it to me. From what I understand, they send it to a person. One. Unless they're just changing it recently. Like as in today. Okay. They're sending it to me personally, not anybody else. The AI is. Okay. And before I can even look at it, I know how fast it goes. Boom, it's gone. Okay. You're supposed to go first. You were there first. Anyway, boom, it's gone. It's off my screen. Now, wouldn't a bot have to be accessing my screen, canceling when they say that, oh, those are canceled? You cancel them yourself? Okay, they're accessing my account. Not accessing my screen. Did I actually say screen? But accessing my account in order to cancel it so they can use it for their own service. I'm thinking it's the fleet people. I am not at all. I no longer doubt myself at all about these fleet people. I've run across too many of them. And they will give me the dirtiest look, evil. Like, these are our jobs, that kind of people. Usually, as I've said many, many times in videos, they basically, they're 4-door sedans, gray, silver. Like I said in another video, I think it was the take one. But yeah, they're usually that same make. Looks like they've been beat up. They're not new, and they're cheap. Look cheap, inexpensive. Adam told me that they probably have places where people just go and buy them for $1,000. They've been in a wreck before. They don't have usually it doesn't have one of the hubcaps at least. And I see them so many times that I'm either driving up. I've just finished delivering one, and then they come right there when I'm getting in my SUV, back in my SUV to leave, or the other way around. The last one was the other way around. And that guy was such a jerk. Oh man, he had just delivered and he was just sitting there watching me. And I made sure I made video of everything being left there and me driving off and all that stuff. Yeah. And I've never known Uber Eats to say anything, to ask, or say that anything about, that the person said they didn't get any of that. But I've seen it on the order, picking it up from the restaurant. Am I saying patient again? That the customer said they didn't receive something from that place before. So I just have them check it. I say, are you sure everything's in there? Yes, everything's in there, ma'am. Oh, all right, thank you. And that's it. We don't dig in the bags. We don't open the bags. Around here, the bags are sealed. Customer stuff. So anyway, hold on. Okay, I just had reason to look up what I've said before about pedestrians always have the right of way. Well, they don't. There are exceptions. You have to read it for yourself. But if you see somebody walking in front of you, you're going to hit them because they didn't have the right of way. If you are, you need to be off the road, in my opinion. I mean, really. But the reason was I was walking across this place right here, and that's where you walk. I think it actually has that little thing, the little crosswalk kind of thing there. And somebody apparently thought that I wasn't supposed to be on the road. I wasn't supposed to be in the parking lot or whatever you were going to call this area. It's a parking lot. Okay. Oh boy. But what I read, it's like, there are certain circumstances you have to find out what it's like, what it is where you live. And I get what they're saying, like, you do have to, sometimes, don't be stupid. Like when Phil, what's his name? Phil, what is his name? He used to say, I don't know if he still does, I don't watch him. But Philip or Phil, he said, don't be stupid. I thought it was cute. But I was raised, don't say stupid. Don't call anybody stupid or dumb. You never tell anybody to shut up. That's what we were raised with, But anyway, I got over the first part. Now I'm starting to ramble on this, but I don't know what I'm going to do as far. I'd already decided. I've made the decision that when I go out, it's just to go out, try to pick up a few bucks here and there, get out of the house, do something when the weather is okay. Okay, guys, stop watching me. I'm talking to myself, so what big deal? There's a guy sitting there watching me. What the crap? But, anyway. But yet, this is all I want to do. Just to get out. I'm not going to ever I've done it a year now. And I would not, that year started, of course, last year. It's not the calendar year I need for what I have to prove to the government. And there's no way that just this alone would I be able to make the money, because I have yet to make in one day however much I could work as it is, because I have edema, have swelling of the legs, feet, not the bottom part of the legs, the feet and the ankles, and sometimes it gets really bad. It hurts my skin right now on my legs. They do not look like a 61-year-old woman's legs. They don't. It's so swollen and it's tight, and mine aren't like what you see on what I've seen on commercials. I have long, thin legs, not skinny, but not skinny. They're muscular, And but I also have muscle atrophy on my hamstring muscles. So all this kind of stuff, but so I can't work sit there. I think over this year there may have been a time or two, at least once, I would guess, the cross span of way early in the morning until at night that I did 7 hours altogether, and my legs made me pay for it. Edema. Oh man. But I'm not going to make enough money just that alone, so I already decided 2 other things that I can do, hopefully, like I've said earlier, too. I think I said earlier on this video. And I just don't know if the demon's going to have a problem with me sitting still for 4 hours. I don't think so. I think it would be like work 1 day a week and then pay the price. So the other one I just do from home whenever I want to do it overall. So, and I have no idea if those would work either. But I have to have that health insurance in case, like, I don't want to experience something I did last year. Go to the hospital ER 3 times because my body suddenly just got swollen. They wouldn't even tell me what it was, anything. It was like crickets. I really, you know, if because I'm a Christian, I don't want to say this, but the same thing, I don't think they should be practicing any of those. I saw those 3 times I went to the ER. I don't think any of them should be practicing what should be practicing medicine, like they used to call it. I don't think any of them deserve their license. No. You treat people like that because they didn't have any insurance, and that's against the law from what I understand. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney. Wouldn't be the person who's a voice of authority. I am not. But everything I've ever heard is you have to treat everybody the same as you would a Medicare patient. I'm not a Medicare patient. But this is what I've always heard. Okay, if from the time I started hearing about it, they have to treat everybody the same. Whether you have the best insurance in the world, to the no insurance, to the whatever, they have to. Like we live in a world where they have to mind the law, whoever they have been reading. And I'm not saying it's everybody either. It's all of them. I'm not at all. Those who don't care, they don't care. So I think all of them should. It's not really a vengeance kind of thing, you know, a revenge or whatever. I just don't think that they should be practicing because they could be killing people. Since then, there were some that have told me, you know, healthcare that people I've been to that are not associated with them. One of them is associated with a big church and Christian, and the nurse, she said it could have been congestive heart failure. You know, the symptoms, and she wasn't the only one that said that. The first nurse practitioner I saw with my insurance, once I got it, she said the same thing. And that's not the only two. You see what I'm saying? But then I got insurance, and I'm kind of going, is this any different? I'm serious. Just different in a different. Is it the same yet in a different way? Or is it? Yeah, that's it, right? I think. Anyway, I'm not gonna try Uber Eats again. I'm gonna try the other two that I don't use that much, and let's see if anything happens. Okay, I am sitting here. I went over there and did a few things, came back, and this whole parking lot is all of a sudden filled. There was hardly ever anybody here. I don't know what's going on. The only place I can imagine anything going on is 24-hour fitness over there. But it's like, wee-hoo. You know, I've been sitting out here for over a year. Not over a year. This month is a year. Doing these deliveries, you know, coming out here. This is my spot. Never seen it full like this. Never, ever. I'm curious what's going on. But I was saying this stuff about the way these apps go, that's where all of a sudden the offer was there and poof, it's gone again. Right after that, poof, it's gone. Can this kind of stuff happening so much can make, I wouldn't say make a person superstitious, or not superstitious, not paranoid either, but basically suspicious of what is going on, and maybe come up with some conspiracies that, and then you know, ones that can actually happen, not something that's so way out there. But I don't know how bots work myself, so I could be saying something that's way out there, but really, don't they have to access your account in order to be able to get that? Seriously. Oh, and by the way, I have on 2 other ones. I remembered I have yet another one that I'm eligible to use. They send me stuff all the time. I know that I'm whatever, processed through everything, and I can use, but I have never seen an order on there ever. They'll send me something saying we have this and this, just sign in, and nothing, absolutely nothing. I don't even know. That's one of those that you go, from what I understand, there's no information on it really. Then I go somewhere and pick up stuff and deliver. I really don't think I want to do that. I think one like that is just like one of the other ones that's offered me, that I wouldn't know where I'm going to be delivering. I don't do apartments because of my knees and my hamstring muscles and my feet. No. I can do houses, even with the steep, these houses are built up on hills, That's what it kind of seems like. It does really seem like they're built up on hills, or even some were built down. So you got to walk up steep steps. Not like stairs. They're steps. And I can do those, but I can't do apartments where you go straight up in the heat and all that. Tried that last year. Almost fainted. Yes, indeed. But anyway, I think I'm going to turn around and go home because I've got those 2 on and nothing. I'm not hearing anything. If you hear it, one of them is going to sound like, and I know people will know what that one is. The other one they probably won't. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you've heard it before. So if you hear a noise all of a sudden while I'm talking. But I don't think that this is, I think this is like it, because they got too many of those fleet people out in all times now. That used to just be mainly at lunch. I don't get anything in the 12 o'clock hour. I think the latest I saw was 12:07, and we know that lunch hour is the noon hour, and everywhere, and it even shows it up on the trends on the Uber Eats. And I won't get any, no matter where I am. Won't get any offers at all. Okay, and I'm sitting wherever parking area I'm in, and there are those 4-door sedans waiting for theirs. Now, every blue moon, not the noon hour though, if any of them were sitting next to me, I would probably bounced off of them. It would be a really bad offer, really bad. Yeah. And they weren't going to take it. I'm not stupid enough to either. The really bad ones, like one 104.1 miles, and then there was for just really, that's one way and really no money, and then there was 1 hour 49 minutes for another one, really not enough money, whatever it was 20 something dollars. That's just one way, those kind of things. Even the $2 for 20 miles. No, I'm not stupid enough to use my money to go deliver people, and then they probably would take the tip away. Possibility, what people call tip baiting. Nope, not that stupid. So, and you get some of these apps, you actually get punished for not being stupid. What's this world coming to? Really? We're gonna punish you for not being stupid and using your own money. God. I wonder if that's kind of like a bribe, I wonder if that's illegal. I really do wonder if that kind of thing is illegal, to have somebody work using their money, even on these kinds of things. And I also wonder if, something like them not reporting it to the police when some customer says that their order wasn't received. That means somebody stole it. Seriously. Somebody probably stole it. If the person has proof, the driver has proof that they left it there, and they have it right there in front of them on their phone, the correct address and everything to all of them, well, shouldn't it be reported to the police? But they're not, are they? At least not the ones I've spoken to. Woo! I've never even heard of such, ma'am. You haven't heard of such? No, ma'am. We don't have that happening here. We've never heard of anything. That's my fake police voice. Oh, but really. But it was real police. I've spoken to real police officers, both male and female. Nope, they haven't heard anything like that. So why not? It doesn't happen out here? Well, wait a minute, it happened to me. Same place, same call. That was same response from police officer. Never heard of anything out like that. Okay, I'm not getting any offers. I'm going to try that Uber Eats again, and if it happens again, I'll let you know. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm just curious. The curiosity is getting to me. Plus, just sitting here doing nothing. Okay, let's see. I had 2 offers. One was that I did not take. One was $11 for right at 19 miles, I believe, and it's not in a good place, and I never do them that different. That's flipped. No. Adam calls them inverse offers. And then I think right around that time somebody drove past me and almost hit me. Yeah. Really, I'm wondering if I'm invisible. Seriously. Now, I don't think that they can miss a red SUV. I call her Cherry, by the way. Cherry red. I don't think you're going to miss it. No, it's just people not... The first one was an elderly man. I could see after they passed it, had his, I'm guessing, grandchildren in there and just almost hit me. Okay, was it in this video, the one right before it, I said be careful, always be cognizant of what's going on around you and all that? Well, somebody, they must have just pulled up, but like, and then right behind me, but on the one, more to the left. I don't like it. Now that just looks really suspicious, that person. I'm telling you these things, you start learning a lot about people. There's no reason for you to be parked there. No reason at all for him to be parked there. I mean, let me give you a hint. Okay, you see why there's no reason for that person to be parked next to me? Do you see anybody parked right here? All those right behind me to where I can see him in my rearview mirror. Just one over. I don't get it. I do get it. It's called her mentality. Some of them is just stupidity. And by the way, after what happened to me and Adam and I the other day, we were at a Walmart store, one of the big superstores, and I was parked right next to the I don't like calling it a handicap parking spot. I don't have one of those stickers, even though I do have health problems that would, mean I should have one. But I never had one, ever. Anyway, there was nobody there. I'm parked next to it. I'm not parked in one of those. I don't break the law just for, just it really bothers me that so many people just believe in doing it just because they can. They're so willing to just break the law. Wow, that's not good. Anyway, but what happened was nobody was parked there when we went in. None of them went in, came back out, and somebody had parked next to us. And I'm driving, and the guy was in his car and he was playing music. I don't know how old he was or anything, but he backed up the other way. Like you're parked and not in one like this. This is straight, but when there's to the left and you're looking to the left, you're parked to the left. That's how all the parking spots are. He was too, but he wanted to go to the right. People usually don't do that. Okay, that's unusual for people to back up, and he came so close to hitting me. And he must have been drunk or something. So close to hitting me, and I had to lay on my horn, and he still wasn't getting it. He still wasn't stopping. It was bad. It was like maybe an inch, if that much, from him hitting me. And he was his behavior, the way he was doing it was so aggressive. So I'm still touchy from that. It was just a couple days ago, a couple evenings ago, I guess. Still touchy from it because, man, and that person who drove through here, and it's been happening so much, like, people are getting very aggressive. It's like a, I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm going to go home. I don't know why this guy's sitting there. He's texting. He's been texting the whole time. But there's no need to park like that. Really no need to park so close to me. Okay, so I give up. It's 7:32 and no, nothing good. And today would have been a perfect day to go out. You know, it's today after 5 o'clock. The feels like wasn't, you know, it was around 100, which is not bad. And when the temperature is 100 and something, and it feels like is in the hundreds and 110s, yeah, that's when this Texan says, no thank you. Okay, politely. I'm a polite person, believe it or not. But I'm not going to be happy if you hit me. Oh my goodness, what the crap is this? The guy, he was looking down in his lap, and he has a bunch of kids or something in the car, as he was driving up behind me. What the crap is going on? And he's still doing, he's about to pass me on the other side. I can't make this stuff up, man. What is wrong with people these days? Is the heat getting to them? Really? The other day, Adam, when we were at that Walmart, actually that time, Adam said, yeah, I think it's something in the water. They're putting something in the water. You know, that's an old-fashioned way that people would state it. Must be something in the water. And I said, yeah, it's called alcohol. Serious. Drinking alcohol. I had never heard anybody say that, but it just came right out of my mouth, and I'm like, yeah. I felt like that guy must have been drunk. Okay, I can't see around that SUV to go, to turn, and all that. I don't know, you can't either. So who can see? I can't watch a person behind me honk because they can. Come on, people, stop being idiots. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Woo! You're gonna have to slow that sucker down. Actually, this is far enough back, so I wasn't worried. This sun in my eyes now for trip home. But anyway, I mean, this is ridiculous. Just trying to do these is ridiculous. And this happens again. I looked in last November and December. I hardly did anything. And I haven't been able to do even like $65 or $75. And I didn't ever finish what I was saying, did I? In a whole day. You know, from however many hours I could work all together. I kept telling myself, you know, if I go out, I have to make $20 before I come home. I couldn't even do that. Today, I haven't even done 20. I only worked this time because it was too hot before. Yeah. Maybe it's like 104. If it's cool outside. Not too hot, but it was hot earlier today. Anyway. I just going against what I just said, didn't I? Oh, yeah, maybe too much. That's how it works in me, huh? I'm not being mean to people. That's not my style. But really, this is just too much. You know, this is a kind of a job that I wouldn't even call this a job. I would call this just, so many different words are coming to my mind. It's not, none of them are really flattering. I've never had it to where in any job, no matter, I did a lot of temporary work because I was a career student and all else and whatever else I was doing. Gig work before it was called gig work. When I was young. I'm not young anymore. But no, nothing this crazy. There's always something going on. And then, you know, just always something. What is it? Somebody sending me an email saying that they're doing background checks on me. I mean, like I'm saying, same for everybody else. Do they run background checks on everybody again? For what purpose? And they say, oh, they'll let you know if you need further instruction. Really, I would prefer to know before they do it. But I'm sure there's probably something stuck in the contract, and any of them would have something stuck in the contract. Like the other one that said that in order for me to continue working, I need to sign a new contract that takes away. The other one makes the other one null and void going back before now. Always. Yeah. And I went online and looked at their website, and hidden behind one of them was something that made my jaw drop. My jaw seldom drops. You know, it was bad. Okay, it was so bad that I never would work for them again, ever. What they can do to people who work for them. Whoa. Yeah. So, yeah. I'd really worry about your bank accounts. Really, I'm not going to say the name of that one. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't associate any of mine with it. But according to them, they can have every access to everything that is about you. Everything. They got your social security number. Yeah. Trusting. Wow. I mean, even when something is so popular, it's all on TV. And by the way, what is this crap that's going on these days? More and more. I mean, I've been seeing it for I don't know how many months now. But some of these apps, you know, there's so many of them. I don't even want to mention all the other ones that I still have sitting there all around that I have not tried with again or something like that since I started, because some say it takes them a year before they get around to but what is it with some of these that they are advertising? They are the delivery service, okay, but they're advertising the products that people are paying for, people are buying and want to be delivered, as if they are their own. Like as if they have some big, huge store with all these, you know, like a big mall that's all belongs to them or something. Or they're all their products to be delivered. What is this? That's each one of them. When I would see each, you know, they all have more than one commercial on TV, okay, on whatever. I don't really watch TV. I watch from apps. It's app stuff got to stop. But, you know, and they show all these ads, and I'm like, what the crap? This is not your product. You don't make these yourself. You don't have a store somewhere. Unless they do. I remember I used to think when I started years ago, when it first started out, these delivery services like they are today, first started out, I used to think, well, maybe they have their own little store somewhere. Seriously, I used to think that. Because they charge so much for each one. Maybe they, you know, had their store. They bought us one of their stores. They franchised one of the stores. You see, something like that. And that's what they delivered out of, a franchise. You know, their own franchise. I guess it would be called. I don't know. I'm not into all that. But, and then delivering from there, so they upcharged. I'm really bad about not reading contracts, huh? But yeah, that's not good. And like I said, when I did, I was like, whoa, man. Whoa. But can I do the officer voice again? I don't even remember how to do it now. Said, basically, you gotta watch these scams, woman. Okay, you didn't put it that way, but isn't that my age group guy? But yeah, you know, they can stick it in. What he was basically said that they can't go against the laws of this land anyway. No matter how much they want to, they can't. So, really? Did you know about all those people saying they're not getting their orders? At least one. Never even heard of it, ma'am. Okay, you can't pass that person, those people on the bicycle. You can't. it's pretty much ridiculous that people are riding their bicycles on these roads. Take a look. Do you see what I'm saying? And why are they riding their bicycles? Yeah, they have bicycle trails, by the way. There are bicycle trails. And right over there. Oh, they passed them. Yep. Man, you might not believe some of my words today. I'm not a person to cuss, but yeah, I kind of have had a little reason to use some choice words here and there today. But anyway, I was honking at everybody went around them, and you're not supposed to, by the way, and I know this for a fact. And you wouldn't believe the signs that they have up for them. And they got off the road. I was honking at one that passed me. And there's police officers right there. It's a fire station, but police officers are parked right there. They don't care. People around here don't care. You know, too many. Not everybody. None of it's one size fits all. Not everybody does these bad things, but the ones that do, oh boy, they stand out. I'll park right over here. Finish this up, then go home. I am so disappointed. It really, a year of doing it, nope. I feel for people who are doing it. I will still say, I will never blame the customer, unless, of course, the customer isn't to blame about something, you know, like being rude to the person personally. But some people, they just blame all the customers. You're not paying me well enough. You know what that sounds like? Entitled much? I could go deeper than that. Oh, there's a, oh yeah, it is real. It's not just a thing sitting there. It's a red, very red cardinal. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, can you see it? Well, it doesn't look as red in the, I guess because of that. It's beautiful. It's not zooming in right. Okay, now I wonder if I'm sitting here, am I going to see Elvis impersonator? I don't remember which house it was over here. I didn't see the person. I didn't see him come out of a house at all. I don't know if it's behind me or near me somewhere. It was an elf impersonator. I thought I'd seen everything that day. But such a beautiful, beautiful bird. No, I'm not into bird watching, but it's a beautiful bird. All the same. But anyway, I don't know. I've done it a year. I feel sorry for the people who are doing this and trying to make a living out of it. And just from the start, when I first started doing this, immediately I was like, this is so deceptive. My goodness, then there was so much that was overall just wrong about it. And when I personally started doing it, I was seeing stuff that people were doing videos, some of the things that they were saying was very wrong too. And some of the things they were doing was very wrong too. Like, please. I was a customer since, like I said, right after these things got started back before 2020, whenever I was first hearing about them. And I've seen so much, just unbelievable. But just keep your hands off your face, okay? Just do that. Just whatever happened to good hygiene habits? Seriously. There was one woman, I'm glad that they're yeah, she and her husband are no longer doing them, as far as I know. I don't know. Some of the people that I found so disgusting, I stopped watching. But they had disgusting habits, you know. And then they would put them on video, and then, I mean, we all make mistakes, but when it happens over and over and over, and people have told them, stop doing that, that is disgusting. And the guy, and he was the one, from what I understand, that was editing the videos. And so he could see that that's what she was doing. He put several of them in one video. Okay, are you figuring out what I'm saying? Why don't I go ahead and say it? I had in the past. Things like pulling on her nose, putting her finger in her ear to get wax out or whatever she was digging for, putting her hand underneath her arm and scratching. Not over a cloth. I don't care what. Just don't do it. cloth or not, and there's never any tissue involved in anything, and putting it on video. And there's another one that does that too. You're sticking her finger in her mouth, in her teeth. You're eating something and then sticking her fingernails in her teeth to get it out. And she's delivering groceries, putting them in her lap and coughing without covering her mouth. I don't care. Why is there food in your lap and you're coughing over them? No tissues involved. I don't even know if it's... Oh, now it's a rabbit there. The rabbit must have scared away the bird. How cute. But anyway, gross stuff. Oh, the rabbit. See what I'm saying? It scared away. Yep. Okay, by the way, it looked like that was a big rabbit, but it's actually a baby. You know, pretty much a baby. I'd say a teenager. I don't know why that does that like that. I don't know who put up that bird feeder, but I guess they get a lot of animals come around. I feed my birds too. They're not my birds, but crows especially. They come cawing at me all the time. They let me know, hey woman, get out here. Because they do like eggs, like it said online. Boiled eggs, and they say bread is not enough for the nutrition they need. There's one of them right there. Are you following me? Yep, he's following me. Anyway, this stuff that I was talking about, I know this video is going to be really long. Like I said, this just might be just my way of going out and doing stuff. I don't need any excuse. I can go and do stuff as it is, but this is ridiculous. This is like, what time did I leave? I don't remember. I usually leave around 6 and it's almost 8 and nothing. But anyway, but you know, people stop that. I mean, are you that, what would it be? What would you call it? That people put in their videos, them doing their delivery people, and they're doing all this stuff of every orifice on their head. You know, and also messing with their hair, or if they have a beard, or you know, their teeth, their, like I said, every orifice. But just, or the people with those really long long fingernails, gross. You know, they used to be illegal to have those when you're dealing with food. Okay, well, look at me, women, I don't care. Who do you think you are? Seriously, prissy much? Shoot. Oh my goodness, what a day. Oh, wow. Oh, the rabbit's moving, but I'm going to put this way. Don't give them any more airtime than they need. But really, why are you doing that? I mean, people, the other people I mentioned, so many people were telling me, and the guy was taking up for her and saying, well, at least she's not, and you're going too close, and you were way too fast, and you were too close. But, you know, saying things like, you know, taking up for her doing this stuff. I mean, I'm literally, seriously scratching underneath her arm with these fingernails she had. She didn't have the 2-inch ones. I guess you call them 2-inch. I don't know. The really long ones would be. Hers were maybe 1 inch long. I don't know. But gross. You know, there was one woman, I think she actually watched me because she stopped it, and maybe other people told her, but she was sweating a lot. And she was just wiping the sweat off with her hand. And then getting people's products. She was videoing herself doing this. And putting them in her car. Their boxes. And she did it every time. Why would people not realize that's inappropriate? Seriously. Why wouldn't they realize that's inappropriate? Now I'm not saying any one service that they work for or which service. But still, I would think it's just, yeah, people need to know that this happens. People can see that this happens. They put it on YouTube or whatever else they put it on. This is what they're doing. Are they trying to ruin it for other people? Those are the ones that fingers need to be pointed to. What is wrong with you? Seriously. He's blending. That rabbit. Okay, I think I have said enough. I don't know what I'm going to do from this point on, if I'm even going to bother with it. Like I said, I think it'll be something I'll just get out of the house and just see, and maybe make a little video of it here and there. But as far as considering it anymore as the main source of income, it's not even the income, like I said, it's just I have to prove that I can earn a certain amount. I can't prove on this one. The other ones, I have to, it's not going to start right away, but it's just not available until a month or so from now. And then there's this one. It could take a while. This other one. Anyway, wrapping up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.